YouTube Nation? Today we're reacting to Kris Tyson got caught talking to something. It's bad. Parentheses, allegations. Let's get straight in the video.
Things have gotten 10 times worse for Kris Tyson, as I have uncovered within the past few hours some really information regarding Kris Tyson and a then 13-year-old that Kris was allegedly talking to years ago when Kris was around 20 years old, an adult. Now, before we get into what I have recently found, I just wanted to give a special shout out to the person who originally brought this to light, the person who had
Prism 42. Sorry.
Investigated.
I don't know. Why are we shouting out people 25 seconds into the video? Let's get straight to the video. Come on.
All of this and provided all of the receipts and also including all of the information that we went over yesterday, because apparently the same person who has put out the information on these new allegations was the same person who obtained these tweets. So props to them for all of this information. Now, you guys might recall, if you watched all of yesterday's video, that at the
Did anybody watch yesterday's video?
end of the video, we went over a pinned comment from a
first time chatter. Are you giving Kris back shot? Like, what is...
user who actually happens to be the same guy who has been covering this on his channel and who's brought today's information to light. And if you guys do remember, in that comment, Prism went over how apparently he tried to get EDP445 to talk about this, essentially to bring more attention
about
to
EDP.
it. And
Anyone
eventually,
else?
after EDP445 stopped cooperating with him, he decided to
He
try
fell off.
Kris Chan. If you ask me, I don't really know if that was the best idea, because as you guys may know, Kris Chan and EDP445 don't have the best reputations, nor are they really that credible. Now, a little bit further in the comment, he talks about how apparently Kris Tyson allegedly messaged a 14-year-old and jokingly flirted and talked about...
Okay, let me get this straight. First of all, if you're an adult talking to a minor and flirting with him as a joke, that's already weird enough, no? Like... it's already weird that you're talking to someone 10 years younger than you, and don't say Dean. That's not weird because I'm a streamer making troll content. But he's talking privately off stream, bro. Or off camera. He's talking privately off camera making sexual jokes.
About sending nudes to him. Now, just based off of this part in the comment, I found that to be really odd, and I had never heard of apparently Kris Tyson messaging a 14-year-old, so I figured I would do a little bit of research, and it actually turns out that Prism here made around a month ago a 40-minute long video that we're going to be going over today, and I have gone ahead and I have pre-watched it, and all I'm going to tell you right now, before we get into it, is that the ages...
Yo, what Mario game is this that he's playing?
Match up, and it looks really bad. Now, I can't say all of this is true 100% or anything like that. It's all allegations. You know, take the things that you see here with a grain of salt. I know based off of what we went over yesterday, you might think that Kris Tyson is...
Yes?
Yeah, you want me to send it?
You want me to send the what? And he hung up on me.
Like a pedophile or a predator or something insane like that, in my opinion.
Yes, I'm watching a video. Hello? Stop pausing the video. Bro, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want because I'm the streamer and you guys are gonna watch.
I wouldn't really jump on that real quick.
Bye. Okay, bye. Fuck you.
Because we don't know if 100% Kris is a pedophile or predator or whatever. We just know that Kris has done some really weird things in his past over on Twitter. So without further ado, let's get into it. So based off of Prism's video, he has decided to keep the alleged at the time 13-year-old's name private for the most part, and he refers to this person as BW. He uses their initials, and they also go by the screen name of Lava GS. Now, essentially what happened and how it happened, according to Prism here, is Kris Tyson started a friendship with somebody who was 13 years old at the time when they were 20 years old. Now, just
13 and 20. What is the point of doing that? What is the point of doing that? Like what?
For a little bit of context here, the then
stop saying Dean, bro. I'm like
13-year-old actually happens to be the same age as me and is currently, as of 2024, 20 years old. Just keep that in mind as we go forward.
BW, Kris Tyson reached out to this guy when he was 13 years old. Except the problem with that is Kris Tyson started an online friendship with this guy when he was only 13 years old. Now, the problem with that is Kris Tyson was born in July of 1996. Lava GS was born on November 12th, 2003. The problem with that
Wait, he's my age then. 2003 is 21.
is that there's a 7-year age gap. So when you started socializing with this guy online and building an online connection and some sort of friendship, and you talking to this guy, playing video games with him, socializing, he was only 13 years old. He was in middle school and you were in college. You were 20 years old. So that's what I'm going to talk about, is why is it that someone who is in college, who's like a sophomore or junior at that point, what are you doing making friends with a middle schooler?
So, yeah.
Okay, so far, based on that, I mean, bro, I don't know. We have to go into like the actual allegations, cause like, bro, I'm friends with Dean. There's nothing weird about that. I'm friends with Noor. Nothing weird about that.
I mean, so far with only that, it's already looking bad. Like, this is definitely not something that Kris should have been doing, and I'm not really too sure if he knew that, like, he shouldn't have been doing that in really any capacity at all, because at the least it's really fucking weird. But it really makes it worse when you factor in that artwork, that quote-unquote artwork that we went over yesterday in yesterday's video. And another thing that I think is really important here is that Kris Tyson at the time was bisexual. And it's like, once again, I mean, what are you doing being 20 years old, interacting with people that young? It's like, you don't have friends? Like, I mean, we all know that Kris had friends. I mean, for God's sake, it's like, he's been friends with Jimmy for how long? Since childhood?
I've always liked the Chandler guy, to be honest. That was always my favorite. And I'm not even just saying that just because, like he's, like, the most loved. Like, I actually did like Chandler. Because I stopped watching Mr. Beast, though, like, a lot of his videos, mainly because I feel like it was so formatted, like, for like younger people, which isn't wrong, isn't bad, but like I don't have the attention span. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it really can't be that hard to go out and find friends that are actually around your age group. Another thing that is mentioned too, besides the two things that we just went over, is that apparently Prism has also noted that they communicated one-on-one and unattended. And yeah, that's where this starts getting bad, like really bad. If you thought it was bad before, well, just think about bad, but times 10. Because Prism goes into detail about how apparently Kris made Prism a moderator.
I really enjoyed playing Fortnite. Would you guys want me to stream? Please stream again. Thanks, Dad. You want to moderate it? I'd love to.
And also, even worse than that, and I know this is going to be stereotypical, but yeah, also Prism goes into detail about how apparently Lava had Kris added on Snapchat. Like, I know some of you guys in the audience are thinking to yourself,
okay, I'm not gonna lie, if you're above the age of 21 with the Snapchat, you're a fucking loser. And I'm sorry to send shots at anyone in the chat, but I'm just being honest. I'm just being 100% direct with y'all, bro. I'm just, you can question mark me, but I'm just being real when I say this, bro. Go fucking talk to the girl that you want to talk to, bro. Like, just FaceTime her. You don't need a Snapchat. You know how embarrassed, like, I'm just saying it's embarrassing. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. I haven't had a Snapchat since 8th grade. Especially people who, like, get out of a relationship to make a Snapchat. That shit's the corniest to me.
Yourselves, well, yeah, it looks like Kris is kind of cooked. But
you're 21.
Yeah, I got a weird snap from Kris, and then as you guys can see right here, there's a screenshot of the snap up in the left-hand top corner there. You can see.
Lacey has a Snapchat for social media. I'm talking about, like, if you're 21 with a Snapchatting a girl you like, that's weird. What the fuck is this? Coming for America. I don't ever want to see this shit ever again, bro. Get this off my screen.
Christopher, and then there's a picture of Kris in front of the American flag, and there's text that Kris displayed, and the text says coming for America, like CUMMING. And also just keep in mind that Lava right here, if you do the math with this being January 26, 2019, Lava right here would have been 15 years old. And as for how old Kris would be,
regardless if Lacey does it, you fucking parasocial children in this chat, bro. I'm not talking about them. You fucking
here, Kris would have been 22 and a half years old. So yeah, by just knowing that, like, why in any context would you send something like that to somebody that you most likely know is 15 years old while you are 22 years old? Like, I have a feeling that people are going to argue, well, this is a joke or something by Kris. You know, Kris is a funny guy. He's the meme god. But this right here is not a joke that you make to somebody who is 7 years younger than you and to somebody who is a minor. Now, moving a little bit further in the video, Prism talks talks about how Kris and Lava met, and that was apparently because Lava won a challenge that Mr. Beast was doing, and Lava received a signed knife from Mr. Beast.
When he was 16, he was in a Mr. Beast video. He asked Jimmy, how hard do you want it? 68 million people have seen it. What I want to start out with is when this guy was really young, he won some sort of competition or was involved, and he DM'd Mr. Beast on Twitter and got sent a knife signed by Mr. Beast.
A karambit slaughter.
He was like 12 or something, and it was a karambit signed by Mr. Beast. It was a CSGO karambit. Sure, that seems to be the first interaction that I can tell.
So I guess it's one thing for Lava to win the challenge, and that's the reason why they get into contact with him.
Okay,
but like
normal.
after that, there shouldn't be any like connection.
Facts.
They, including Kris, should not have been trying to be friends with this kid or anything like that. But anyways, moving on. Now, I'm not really trying to say that this specific screenshot right here is anything more than just weird, but after what we went over in my last video with the drawings and stuff, like it's really weird, let alone having a 14-year-old moderate your YouTube stream. I showed the screenshot a little
Wait, doesn't Noor? I mean, come on, that's not that. I don't know.
bit earlier in the beginning of the video, but we're gonna analyze it now. Kris on March 26, 2018 put out a tweet and he said, I really enjoy playing Fortnite. Would you guys want to watch me stream? And then he put up a poll, and then Lava responds and he says, please stream again, in all caps. Kris responds, thanks dad, you want to moderate it? Like, yeah, I really shouldn't have to tell you why this is weird given the ages, but just why? Kris was how old
calling
during
like a
this?
13-year-old dad is a little it's kind of weird, no?
2021, and he's calling a literal 14-year-old his dad. Like, I don't know, man, this shit's just weird. Now it looks like we have some more tweets here that don't look too important, so I'm gonna skip past those. I'll show them on the screen anyway, so you
This is pretty accurate. Kris Lava when he had one card left. It makes me happy, LOL. Why are you showing this?
guys can see them. But then this is where the really questionable part comes in which Lava asked Kris on February 14th,
L-Rock and running
2018,
ads.
Kris, does she know about your hentai addiction? Like, excuse me? Like, why does Lava know about this supposed hentai addiction that Kris has? Like, it's really odd that a 14-year-old knows.
Do y'all be watching hentai? Is there some weird gooners in my chat who watch that shit? I've never ever jerked my shit to some weird shit like that. Now that I think about it, like, there's people out there that like beat their dicks to like, there's like a dildo that's like a tentacle apparently or something like that. I found out. On God, I do. Okay.
That a 21-year-old has a hentai addiction, and these two happen to be friends. Like, why the hell would you tell somebody who is this age, or frankly a minor, weird sexual shit and the things that you're into sexually? Like, this is highly questionable, and I don't know what Kris was doing here.
At this point, you already have been talking to this guy. You're already friends with this guy. You already know this guy. And what is he? What are you saying here? So you post something that says, "Guys, we are so close to our goal. Oh my God, one more Patreon, and I'm releasing my nudes." And of course, this is some poorly made joke. I've seen these kinds of jokes online before, where it says, "Oh, if this post gets one like, I'll kill myself," and then the person likes it. It's, you know, this kind of joke. It says a goal of $3. I want to see if anyone is dumb enough to give me money. But of course, it's only you and this other guy in this Twitter thread, and this is the part.
That's not me. I've never. Bro, what are y'all? Why do you guys like relate this shit to me? Do I give off any of this?
Problem with this isn't a group chat. This is literally just him and this other guy that he's been talking to and that he's friends with online. He says, Lava says, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy." Now keep in mind, Kris Tyson, he was born July 1996, so he would have been 22 years old at the time, or around that age. And you have this guy who was born in November 12, 2003, he would have been 14. And of course, here he is, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy," which he's calling him big boy. And he shows that he donated him some money. He donated like $1 or something, so it's not enough to meet the goal. And he says, "But not $5, pathetic, just kidding, kissy face."
Now, I don't think I should have to explain why this is bad.
No.
And they definitely really like the worst look, especially given the shit that we went over in the last video. And I know that this is off topic. I really hate to go off topic, but the amount of people who are in my comments in the last video justifying the lolly, or at least trying to, is absolutely insane. And I'm hoping that when this video
I have a question. Do y'all watch this guy? Any like people in my chat? I didn't even know about this.
comes out, because I'm currently making it, I really hope that this can help change your disgusting perspective on people like this and
some
their
people watch
weird
them, probably.
kinks, because this is bad, and what we went over in the last video is disgusting in and of itself. Now, when it comes down to those tweets where apparently Lava was going to donate to Kris Tyson, I mean, you can obviously try to justify it with a joke, and I wouldn't necessarily say that this is the most damning
Yo,
thing
this guy's
ever,
ass
but
at
when it's coupled
Minecraft or
with
whatever
the
the
fact
fuck,
that,
Super
you know,
Mario.
that previous shit came out that I talked about in my last video, and the other things that we're currently going over in this video, it's inappropriate behavior, it's weird, and I'm not calling Kris anything more than a huge weirdo who has had an inappropriate conversation with a minor. But like, overall, this is fucking bad.
Yeah, this is the part that I have a problem with, and I'm gonna say this, but if you know this guy is that young and you've been talking to him one-on-one online and you've been socializing with him and making friends, what is this comment supposed to mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that
Yo, I don't know who any of these people are, bro. I only know Dean and Brandon. Who the fuck is Noah, Armando, Raul, Caesar, Jamal, Esteban, Julio, Mikey, Ricky, Bruno? Like,
you're telling him that he needs to donate $5 so you can release your nudes or whatever, and you sent him a kissy face. Now, granted, you could say that this is a joke or whatever, this is bro talk, but keep in mind, this is with someone who's 14, and this is someone who's in college talking to like someone that isn't even in high school yet, really. Or if he was in high school, he just joined it. Oh boy. Because what I'm seeing here is he says, wait till my Twitch revenue comes in, winky face. So you're sending kissy faces, he's sending you a winky face, and the premise is you're trying to give him enough money so you can get his nudes. Already really weird, considering the fact that this is one of your online friends and this massive age difference.
this is just. I don't know how to describe this, bro. Like, but like, are these tweets still up? Are these tweets still up?
And of course, it continues. He says, check again.
He deleted the
and
tweets?
He tags you, I think.
Oh, no,
At
he's
least
guilty.
That must be you.
Oh no, he's guilty.
He's tagging you. And of course, he says, I posted some fire nudes for you. Please no share.
I'm not gonna lie when I say what?
And this is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old, that you know is 14, and at the end of the day, you can't
Did I hear that right?
fire nudes for you, please no share. And this is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old, that you know is 14, and at the end of the day, you cannot be talking about topics like this with someone that is this young.
Even if Kris happened to not have bad intentions here, Kris shouldn't have been talking to somebody this age like that, and that's the problem, at least as of right now. Let alone that Kris is frequently on the Mr. Beast YouTube channel and in Mr. Beast videos, where, you guessed it, the primary audience is little kids. But I mean, even besides that, once again, he shouldn't have been talking to this person who happens to be underage,
Facts.
and he most likely knew that.
Keep in mind, you're bisexual, okay? You're talking to
I'll check
a
Keep So
guy
Sweet after. Relax.
that is 14, and you're in college, and the premise here is you guys are joking with each other about sending nudes. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Is that okay? Well,
And-
I don't want to sound like a weirdo. Like, obviously, it's weird shit, but is that actually like illegal? I don't know how that works. Like, that's obviously the weirdest shit, but I didn't know if that's illegal. Stop question marking me. I'm just curious. Like, I didn't know if you could like. Oh my god! Now I sound like a weirdo. I'm saying it as in like, if that like came out, can like Like this right here, like him doing this. Is he gonna go to jail? Okay, that's my question. Is he going to go to jail? That's what my question was gonna be. Like, is he going to jail? If he's not going to jail, then
each other about sending nudes. That's illegal. You can't do that. And let me just say, like,
my
this,
God,
it doesn't
I
matter.
hate that fucking bug. I used to hate that. Every summer I would hear that bug. Or in the beginning of September when it's like fucking gloomy in the morning at 7 a.m., bro, and you hear that fucking bug. XQC! Yo, X. You're my favorite streamer, bro. How are you, bro? What's up, man? How are you, bro? Dude, this is crazy. Did you want to play some games with me, maybe? Did you want to play some games with me later? He left? Is he streaming? Oh, maybe he's live on Kick. Alright.
Matter if
Oh my God! I made y'all. My check hasn't come in this month. You're 10 days late. Where's my cut? So you're telling me that I owe XQC money because I played with him for 3 days. Maybe, no, like 2 weeks. We played for like 2 weeks worth of gaming. So now I owe XQC money. Begging for money from facts. And then Liko shows up out of nowhere. Dude, it's like Liko. You're enabling my chat. Okay. You're enabling my chat. Okay. No. I see what it is. Yo, XQC, how much do I gotta pay you to do an IRL stream with me? Please, bro. How much do I gotta pay you, bro? Scammer, I'm out. Okay. Oh, that's funny. L. Ron, what the fuck? And now One Pixel comes out of the fucking blue. Like, dude, like, what is this, bro? Like, you never type in my chat! Like, what is this, bro? Like, what is this Madrilla shit? Can you stop with this emote? Please?
if you're joking
This bug is pissing me off, bro.
or not, solicitation is solicitation. There should be zero discussion about anybody sending anyone who's 14 years old nudes of any kind. Okay? I don't know. I'm not quite sure if you sent this guy nudes or not. For all I know, this very well could be a joke. But you are talking inappropriately to a...
And then I see a first-time chatter says, "Can you be quiet? I'm trying to sleep." So why the fuck are you in my stream? Like, this shit just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you watching my stream if you're like...
guy who is 14 years old and to a guy who you know is 14 years old, and that's what I have a problem with. What I have a problem with here is the way that you're talking to him, the fact that he's asking you about animated pornography, and this is one of your friends with online, which, by the way, you shouldn't even be friends with a middle schooler to begin with because you're in college.
Now,
Facts.
the situation only seems to get worse and worse
I
as
could
we go
never
further,
be friends
because
with
on
middle school.
January 14th, 2019, and there was this screenshot that was posted by Lava. Now, I'm not really sure where this picture came from, if Kris sent this to Lava or if Lava took this somehow or what, but it's captioned, "This is a bad way to hide your hentai at Kris02. Now, as far as I'm aware, that is Kris, even though it's a different handle. But yeah, no, it's just so weird that in context to Kris, this lava guy is constantly like pointing out that, oh, this is a bad way to hide your hentai. Oh, does she know about your crippling hentai addiction? And just things like that. It's just
I
so
feel like
weird.
watching
Let
hentai
alone
is a
that
form
in
of pedophilia itself,
2019,
no?
this would have made
Like,
lava
what are you doing with your
around
life?
15 years old. Another screenshot of a tweet that was obtained by Prism here is from November 11th, 2019, and it's replying to Kris and gamer subs. And Lava said, I love how I set that embed up so it shows you looking sexy. Kind of a weird comment to be making, especially after all of the things that we just went over and the things that we still have yet to go over. But yeah, I don't know. On February 14th, 2020, Lava tweeted at Kris02, will you be my Valentine? Winky face emoji. Like, I don't know what friends do this. Like, even if it's like a normal friendship and it's not like some weird 7-year age gap friendship, but like what normal friendship is constantly like this? And I mean, with the given context that Kris was bisexual at the time and still might be bisexual, on top of all the other things that have came out, like, this is highly suspicious. Here's some unrelated replies. This one is from December 25th, 2019, and it's Lava saying, thank you, Dad, with a heart emoji. Like, just a quick question for you guys in the audience.
Yeah?
If you're friends with somebody and you're not gay and you don't have feelings for them and you just have a normal friendship, say like you're a 20-year-old and you got some friends from high school that you still talk to that are around the ages of 19 to 25, just for a little bit of context there. Do you guys talk in this way? Do ya? Because I can tell you right now, I don't talk to my friends like this.
To be
but
honest,
I guess also at the same time, I'm not really friends with minors, so. But yeah, no, this is oddball behavior.
Wait, why are you
This is
questioning
another.
me? I thought he just said if I'm 20 talking to my 20-year-old friends, do you act gay, basically? Like, I do that? What do you guys... Am I stupid?
And you got some friends from high guys in the audience. If you're friends with somebody and you're not gay and you don't have feelings for them and you just have a normal friendship, say like you're a 20-year...
Yeah, like Jason and Max and Silky and Lacey and Rage. Like, what? And Dap. Like, I'm gay sometimes around them. Like, that's not... I don't think that's a weird, like, what?
Because I can tell you right now, I don't talk to my friends like this. But I guess also at the same time, I'm not really friends with minors, so... But yeah, no, this is oddball
Chad,
behavior.
not him.
This is another unrelated tweet that was made on May 12th, 2018. And this was Kris responding to Lava. And Kris said, thanks, Lava. Love ya. Now, moving a little bit further on. I mean, if I'm Kris right now, how in the hell do I explain this? Lava put out a tweet and said, Kris bullies me, and then he attached a screenshot of some pinned Discord messages with him and Kris. And Lava says, practice with this at
Practice with this, and it's a banana. I mean, bro, like, I've done some weird shit in my past, but I've never had a banana up my ass. I will tell y'all about my melatonin bottle story. I don't think I've ever told anyone. When I was younger, bro, I used to have this melatonin bottle that my mom bought me. It was a $45 bottle of melatonin. It was the red ones. I emptied it out. I put a sock in the melatonin bottle. I lubed up the sock, and I had sex with the melatonin bottle. It's a true story I've never told anyone.
Kris the meme god, and it's a banana, right? And I think we all know what that signifies right there. And this was February of 2019, by the way. 2 days before Lava sent this in whatever Discord this is, Kris sent an image and captioned it, Lava's mom tomorrow. Like, what the fuck, Kris? What the actual fuck? This kid is how old again? This kid? It's a kid and you're how old? Like, okay, you could easily say that this is a joke and whatnot, but these are definitely not things you should be sending to minors when you are an adult. Like, again, it's oddball behavior. Now, it looks like a month before that, on January 13th, 2019, and I know the timeline is like all over the place here, but on January 13th, 2019, Kris tweeted out Lava GS's stream and said, my friend Lava GS is live.
Well, I wonder if Lava GS follows me. Nah, he doesn't follow me.
On Twitch. Go spam lobster in the chat. Now, I really wouldn't say that this is too bad, despite the fact that Kris has the 7-year age gap friendship with the person who he's shouting out here. Now, as we all know, Kris is a little bit of a memer, so on March 4th, 2017, he put up a screenshot of what looks like to be a message on a 4chan post, if that's what they call them. I've never been on 4chan, or this could be Reddit. I don't know which one it is, but it's a post from Anonymous, and it says, objectively, the easiest way to prevent a R word is to start consenting. What can I say, guys? Kris is just the meme god, am I right? Now, I really doubt this has anything to do with lava, but still. Interesting meme you got there, Kris. Now, anyways, moving on. It doesn't really seem like there's too much proof of this, but Prism goes on to talk about how allegedly Kris and Lava met up. Because if you guys are unaware, Lava is from West Virginia and Kris is from North Carolina. And if you don't know anything about that and how close those states are to each other, well, yeah, they're actually not too far away from each other. And it would be super easy to drive over to that state in like a few hours. Now, I'm not saying that anything happened. These are allegations and Prism is about to do the talking here, but if this actually did happen, that would have been the most insane, disgusting thing to ever happen regarding Kris Tyson. And once again, I'm not saying it happened because I don't know, but if some weird shit like that did happen, it 100% is over for Kris Tyson.
I have no idea if anything happened to this guy physically. I can only show that they're talking about inappropriate topics with each other. I can show that there is a vast age difference, that he should not have been socializing with this guy.
Why did this guy do this in a park and not just in his fucking room?
In the first place, but he did. And the fact that he was able, like the moment he was able to meet up with him, he met up with him in person, which I think is highly inappropriate since he was talking to this guy since he was 13, and he's also attracted to men, and the guy's a guy. It's highly inappropriate. The circumstances he showed up in is inappropriate.
It's called Aura Little Bro.
Here we go. So this one's in Carl's server. Right here. It's a Discord messaging. Discord messaging. He said, "I love Carl though. I drove from West Virginia to North Carolina. I'm sitting in a camper in the woods right now. I love Carl though." So Carl is amazing, and that is a fact. True. He hugged me before Kris managed to. Carl sleep. I'm just friends with Carl. I don't need mod. His mod team is already top notch. Why do you want to come to North Carolina? Because winky face. Winky face. Carl simps for me. Who doesn't simp for Carl? I think we all simp for Carl. I know, right, Teehee? Offering to buy me ice cream if I do stuff for him. Why do you want to come to North Carolina? And money. Sneak me away from New York to North Carolina, that's why. Carl simps for me. Who doesn't simp for Carl? Boy Jedi, why do you want to hide in my suitcase? Sneak me away from New York to North Carolina, that's why. Wait, who is older, Lava or Boy Jedi? You're both 16, right? I'm 16.
What the
Jedi
fuck
16.
is wrong with people?
Carl reading all the simping, like, at Carl, see you Tuesday, baby girl. I'm in a camper on a hotspot. Imagine being in the woods. Imagine simping over Carl. And of course...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's so easy to say, but it's crazy that I even have to say it. Why do people who are so famous just become pedophiles? Like, genuinely. Like, what is it, bro? You have money, you have fame, you have everything in the world. You have fans, like, you have everything. No, I'm being serious, though, chat. Like, what is the reason?
And of course, here is the Steam account of Kris Tyson. It is Estrogen Dealer. And they are both friends with each other, Lava GS and Kris Tyson. And as you can see here, the games that they played, it matches up with the tweets that they made. And as you can see, Mangled Pickle is also on there. It matches up with the tweets that they made. Now this one, again, he's going to have to explain this. So this guy is super young, right? He's been talking to him since he was super young, 13 years old. So why is it that not only are you DMing this guy on Twitter, you're Snapchatting this guy, you're talking one-on-one in a voice chat with this guy, but the kind of Snapchats that you're sending, this is the Snapchat that you sent. He said, I get weird snap from Kris, and it's a picture of him making a weird face next to an American flag, and it says, coming for America. Now, you might think that, oh man, this must be some weird 4th of July joke.
Like,
nope, it's not 4th of July. You can clearly see the date right there. This guy would have been like 15 at this point. And why are you sending a 15-year-old a message saying coming for America? Why are you DMing a 15-year-old anyways on Snapchat? Why are you doing that? Why are you DMing this guy who you've been talking to since he was 13 on Snapchat?
So yeah, we're definitely gonna need some clarification or something from Kris. Kris has to say something. Kris can't be quiet.
Wait,
like Kris is.
Is it? Oh, I don't wanna. Is it a? Wait, do I say she? Wait, I don't want to be like. Don't cancel me. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. He said he. I'm just saying he said he. Do I say? I don't. Oh no, it's over.
Been for the longest time. This needs to be something that Kris is going to address head on, like right now, because after I put up this video, which I mean it's already up if you're listening to it right now, it really wouldn't surprise me if everybody hops onto this and it becomes a huge thing, just purely based off of how the last video did.
Yo,
so if I'm Kris right now, I'm addressing this. I'm proving that, oh, this didn't happen, or it didn't happen the way that it did happen, or whatever, or I'm at least saying something. I don't know, because you can't just be silent about something like this. Like, there's been so much shit that has been shown of you being weird and having inappropriate conversations with at least one minor, you being into lolly, and now apparently there are allegations of you meeting up with a 15 or 16-year-old in the woods back when you were 24 or 25. Like, Kris, if you're watching this, because I really wouldn't be surprised if you're watching it, you need to come out and say whatever you can and say at least something, especially if you didn't do this, because I mean, you already look bad enough. Having
Kris,
allegations of you meeting up with a minor potentially is not going to make you look any better.
They're talking about profile pictures. He said he put his profile picture as Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast. And here's another Twitter message, or sorry, here's another Discord message. He said, Kris DM'd me on Twitter asking me to come help him on Beast's stream. And here's another one, and here's a screenshot of Kris Tyson talking to this guy. This ain't true. And this screenshot is
Discord?
Kris Tyson talking one-on-one with him. And at this point, he would have been 16. And here we go. Here is the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face. And as you can see right there, there's Carl right there. There's Kris Tyson right there. Kris Tyson was...
Oh, nah, I could tell there's some weird shit going on. He got an American scarf with Adidas, bro. I already know this is a shit, bro. This is a shit fit. I already know there's something weird going on, bro.
Talking to this guy since he was 13. Kris Tyson was in college. And, of course, the moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods.
So yeah, that essentially confirms that they met up. Now, I'm not really too sure if the parents were okay with this or how this really went, but we have Lava here saying in Discord DMs that apparently he's taking a camper van to a very secluded area in the woods to meet up with Kris or the Mr. Beast crew. And then we get pictures on Lava GS's Instagram with him and Kris and other Mr. Beast members. So yeah, it's very apparent that they did meet up in one way or another. I don't know if anything happened or what. I really hope nothing bad happened. But yeah, just given the way that he's been talking to this guy and how Kris was into lolly and stuff like that, definitely not a good look at all. And people are definitely going to be questioning this meetup. Now, I decided to do a little bit of research to find this Instagram page, and I was actually able to find it. And currently it's on private, meaning that you have to follow it to see what's in there, to see what the person posted, but it has the same profile picture and everything, and you can see the age that he provided. It says 20. And then since I actually happen to follow Kris on Instagram, I really don't use Instagram too much, but since I happen to follow Kris on Instagram, it says followed by Kris Tyson. So yeah, we're definitely going to need some answers when it comes down to this, because I'm really not too sure what exactly happened, but the allegations are incredibly damning, and it really is not a good look. Kris Tyson, I know there's going to be people who see this video and they're going to be like, Kris is a P word, like a pedo, or like a groomer. We don't know that. That's not what I want you guys to say, because it's not 100% confirmed, but I just wanted to bring this whole situation to light because I feel like more people should know about this and the shady behavior that Kris has engaged in the past, and I would really love to see a response from Kris about this, because this is damning and it does not make Kris look good at all. Now, as for the rest of Prism's video here, if you want to watch the whole thing, that was around like 27 minutes, I think, of Prism's video, but pretty much for the rest of it, Prism just made a statement and he explained why he was doing this and why he
doesn't want to get
spread
sued.
this information, and he also
Oh,
made it very clear
got you.
that he has no ill will for BW, aka Lava. He just wanted to spread this information and bring some light to this situation and the pattern of weird behavior that Kris has had in the past. So yeah, for the people who would like to watch his full video, I went over the main majority of everything, but for those people, I will be leaving a link to his video down in the pinned comment down below. So if you guys want to go check that out, feel free to. And yeah, like I said, this video was not made to call Kris Tyson anything like insane, like a pedo, groomer, predator.
What do we think? What do y'all think? Do we think he's innocent or guilty? Imagine being Mr. Beast and realizing the person you gave the most money to ended up doing this. Try not to talk to minors in 2024 if possible. I am Mr. Beast, and today I'll give $3 million to anyone who catches Kris.